good, YouTube? It's your boy Von Taylor First back again for another video, man. You guys already know this is gonna be the last video of the day. If you watched my two prior videos with Jujutsu Kaisen and starting off with My Hero Academia, man, you guys already know, man. Pretty dope Sunday. I had these manga chapters, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan today. You know what I'm saying? This is a nice, very nice day. But yeah, man. Last chapter, that boy Shinra was just going insane. That boy is like a god at this point. He was using Hibana's abilities with the whole power kinetic flowers and stuff, and then he ended up using he ended up like basically creating a fucking whale, paying homage to Vulcan pretty much, and that was pretty cool, man. I like that a lot. And yeah, he's just trying to get through to Hamea. Like, Hamea, you gotta understand, girl. Evangelist, whatever you want to call yourself right now, you got to understand that life is such a beautiful thing. Even though there's a lot of despair, like in our lives, a lot of despair, a lot of stuff happened, but you got to think at the end of the day, life itself, the experience of life is a very beautiful thing, because it's like, for one, the things that we go through every day, or things that benefits us every day, and we don't even think about it. Like, us breathing is such a virtue. It's such a good thing for us to breathe. We don't even think about shit like that. A lot of stuff we don't think about every day that we need and all this stuff, and it's just great. We don't get to communicate like this. I don't get to create videos for people. I don't, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff, the smallest things in the world, all this shit. I hear birds chirping outside. Just so much shit about life is so beautiful. And I like that Shinra is actually, you know, doing his best. Actually, we're not even trying hard to. He don't need to try hard to get through to her, because she know this. Deep down, she knows, and Shinra knows, like, yeah, you on some bullshit, huh, man? So that's what I like about Shinra. It's not like he's trying hard to get her to understand. He's actually very relaxed, to the point where he's even being sarcastic, but actually still being, like, fucking real to her. So I like that a lot. I like this about Shinra Bansho, man, and all this. But nonetheless, let's get into this next chapter. I know you guys been waiting, so let me shut the fuck up and start reading the chapter. All right, chapter 298, man. See the raindrops. Let's shed all that despair through your tears in the rain. Despair is despair, because no matter how much you try it, it will not shed. And the chapter is called It's God. Like I said, Shinra is God. I know it's not talking about Hamea, because Shinra is definitely in the driver's seat right now. Is that so? It was your tears that started this downpour after all. Your tears made the world stronger by making the rain pour and the earth firm up. He is going in, man. Did he just create fucking mountains? And birds, do you know about migratory birds? They travel long around the earth depending on the season. How far will you? You see giraffes. Look at the art. I've been loving the art in the last, like, I don't know how many chapters, but probably like the last 8, 7, 6 chapters. I mean, the art has been really good in Fire Force, but like, especially the shit with Shinra Bansho, man, and all this stuff with the earth and the space type shit. It's been a great art for a while, though, to be honest. Like, the whole series, but I just like the nature aspect, because we don't really get to see that in Fire Force a lot, because they lack like certain animals and shit. Those birds aren't just in Tokyo either. There are whole other continents where those migratory birds cross over to. You see the moon and the earth. The fire is just dissipating. You see Arthur is still watching from space. The star of flames became a blue planet, huh? You still don't understand anything. She's just screaming. I wonder how the voice acting would sound for this. I feel like the voice actress would be going crazy with Hamea right now. With the completion of the Great Cataclysm, this planet was made into a sun, and yet you're still trying to repeat the Soranos that has ceased for once. You can't only be so irresponsible with power because you have not listened to the collective unconscious of humanity. You said I was like a god, didn't you? But isn't it you who gained the power of all creation and became God? You're the one who is irresponsibly recreated hell on earth. You're a devil that is under the facade of a god. And you hear that? Do you hear that? What did I say about Shinra? The fact that he's being very, like, laid back, just being very laid back and talking to her, like, actually talking to her, like, you understand what's happening right now, what's going on right now? And remember what I was saying about the whole dynamic, or the juxtaposition of, like, you know, the hero, or the villain, or the good, the bad, or the devil and the god. You know what I'm saying? How Shinra if you look at Shinra, he looks like a fucking devil. And you look at Hamea, she looks like a saint that's being fucking tortured right now. Her crying and all this shit, but it's actually being flipped, and she's actually the one that's like the devil, and he's actually the one that's like the God in this situation. And I like that it's always been pictured like this, but I like that now Shinra's actually saying this shit too, to actually get into her, like, do you realize what you're doing is not what a God would do? Creating hell on earth like that for no reason doesn't make any sense, you know? And I like that. It's a twist to it that I really fuck with a lot. And she just tripping out. Oh Lord, you have caused us more suffering yet again. You may contradict yourself, but you're still God. So is it wrong for you to give equal death and salvation to all things? I won't let you get away with escaping despair, Shinra Banshou, man. I'm God? Brother, I believe she's right. This doesn't solve anything. I used to be a white clad too, so I can sympathize with the saint's path. You're recreating the world as you please, but the saint is one who creates the despair and thrives off of it. By recreating the earth, you'll only make the saints suffer again along with the rest of humanity. So brother, what actually are you trying to achieve? Is the goal to try and create Eden? Because even a paradise like Eden is sure to fall. I like this. I like that Show is actually talking to him like this. Like, he's actually like, hey man, like, you know, like, both of you guys want certain things, and like with the saint, with Haumea, it's like the fact that you're trying to pitch this whole thing about everything in the humanity, life, and all of this shit. Haumea is supposed to be a part of that in a way too. And the fact that you're trying to create a new world where it could be sure to fall in the end, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you even go as far as creating a new world and then have Haumea be this, like, this girl that her salvation was just despair and death, complete death, just to make it all go away, you know? But like, what makes you think that what you're doing is actually righteous in this case? Because she's somebody that's seen all this despair, seen all this shit. And he's saying, Show's saying, like, even though I don't really fuck with her, I still sympathize with her in that kind of aspect in a way, because it's like she's somebody that's experienced all this kind of pain, and she's somebody that's also a human being just like anybody else. So it's like, what are you actually trying to achieve here, brother? I like that. Look at Shinra. This is the despair that Haumea has been exposed to, and he's seeing it all. Wow, that's actually kind of cool. Pain, disgusting. It's so, I feel, I don't, empty, cold, empty. I want to. It's so pain. It's so painful, cold, empty, feel, hurts, all this shit, right? Even from such an innocent flower blossom comes despair that is unleashed spontaneously, even from me. Wow. So that's what she's been doing all along. That hysterical strength you talk about is just another way to escape from despair. And the only ones who can do that are the established like you. It's something only the strong can do. You have have you ever thought about what it's like to be weak? Being blamed for the death of your family despite the slander? You stood up and pushed forward. As a fire soldier that protects the weak, all those vulnerable souls. Have you ever thought about those nameless people even once? Wow. That's kind of crazy to think about too. Wow, I'm trying to take it in. As a fire soldier that protects the weak, all those vulnerable souls, have you ever thought about those nameless people even once? The weak don't know how to fight despair. They do not see despair, and without acknowledging it, they crumble. And as they are unconscious, it overflows the world. Lord, will you not let the weak escape this hell? That's not right. I'm not God. No, the power you are wielding definitely belongs to a God. Brother, what do you intend to do? Wow. Hold on. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I gotta go back. I didn't finish it. Look at his face. He's thinking about it. As there is death at the end of life, there is despair behind hope. As for the ultimate question, is there even an answer? And chapter 299 is called Answer. Interesting. That's interesting. Like, you are God at this point. The evangelist ain't God no more, man. So what are you going to do about it, Shinra? What are you going to do? I'm thinking, like I said, there's two things I'm thinking about. One is something I've been saying. I said, what if he created like the Soul Eater world? Because we've been talking about how this has been a prequel for a while now. So what if he creates the new Soul Eater world, quote unquote world, and then he ends up putting I don't know, somehow using all the souls that are lost, and it just kind of like randomly is created into the Soul Eater world, where like the first people of the Soul Eater world were created and stuff, like, I don't know, like death and some of the other ancient, I forgot what you called them, the great ancient ones or something like that. Stuff like that. I think that might end up happening. Like he's gonna create a world that's kind of randomizes and it just becomes like the Soul Eater world. Or, which might sound crazy, or not necessarily crazy, but like you could obviously see this, but I think he might end up just bringing everybody back. Remember, he has the power of God. I think he could actually bring everybody back that died from the cataclysm. I think that might be the case, because it's like he's trying to tell Haumea that about all this humanity, all this shit that we going through, like life is beautiful, you know, hope is still there. We have hope. We have optimism in just society and in the world in general. And you're trying to take that away by killing everybody. Did you ever think about what other people felt, the emotions that they went through, how some people enjoyed life, you know what I'm saying? And Haumea tried to take, or the evangelists tried to take all that away from them by killing them. But like, there's people out here that are actually happy with their lives, you know? You're just thinking about fucking Japan. You're not thinking about, you're not even thinking about the whole continent of fucking Asia. You're not even thinking about all the other countries and continents out there. You're not even thinking about that. You're just thinking about this world. This is your little small world and you want to end it all from, you know what I'm saying? So I like that Shinra, now the question is like, what is your answer to this? What are you going to do? And I think he might end up bringing everybody back. That, or like I said, like making like the souls into like new souls or new people or something like that. Because the only reason why I'm saying now, because like, you guys already know what I've been saying about the whole Soul Eater shit, but the only reason why I'm saying now that he might bring everybody back is because if he brings everybody back, he's going to prove to her even more that like, you know what I'm saying, I'm in this position, I am God for a reason at this point. Not in a bragging way, but I am God for a reason, because I'm somebody that looks at life and looks at what's best for people in a very expanded way. She's very close-minded when it comes to humanity. She only thinks about what she went through. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, because I mean, she went through a whole lot. All that pain and shit, like we just seen in the other panel, all the shit she was thinking about for all this time. But like, it's not just, you know, he has to kind of save her at this point too, because it's like she's not able to see all the other people, what they experience, how they feel. She just knows everything about herself because she is somebody that is humanity. She represents humanity in a certain way, and that's in her mind. All the shit that she's going through is what everybody else is going through. Which in some cases, yes, a lot of people are going through similar things as her. But at the same time, Shinra has to do something. I think he's going to recreate everything, make even more stuff, put animals out there, because remember, they have a lot of animals over there. And I don't know, like, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna sacrifice himself for everybody? Like, I don't know, like, if that is even possible, or would that make sense? I don't know, but I think he's gonna bring everybody back, or he's gonna bring people back, period. That's all I'm thinking about. Because at this point, he is literally God, and I think it will work. So I can't wait for chapter 299, man. Can't wait for that shit. But let me know down below what you guys thought about this chapter. Any predictions for the next chapter, what Shinra's answers might be. I don't know what it might be. You tell me what you all think. I'm thinking he's gonna, well, I don't know, obviously I don't know, but my prediction is that he's going to bring people back, or he's going to create new people, something like that. Other than that, I don't really know anything else. But yeah, man, like I said in every video, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and fuck with me. Please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys all in the next video, man. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and peace.